All right, guys. Wow. Thank you so much for coming on and being with me today. I know a lot of you guys, and as you guys throughout the years have known, I'm very rarely speechless, but was speechless today. It's just an amazing, amazing honor that I received today to be a part of the Ring of Honor. A lot of the guys I look up and see Derek Thomas, Christian Okoye, Lloyd Burris, Will Shields, John Alt, all those guys that were not only friends but mentors, and it's great to be up with them now. And I guess it's all about sticking around real long. So it's been, we wait around long enough, good things happen. But now I want to thank Clark Hunt and the Hunt family, and especially Lamar Hunt, for believing in me and giving me an opportunity to come to Kansas City and represent the Kansas City Chiefs organization and make a life here and raise a family here. Played 11 years here in Kansas City, but have been a Kansas City Chief fan and a member of this community for 20 plus years after that. So Kansas City Chiefs is part of my life. And most of the guys out there that I see the names, you guys have been around and part of my life too. So I appreciate you guys being here. And it's very humbling that that you guys stuck around to be with me today. So with that, I'll open up.
Let's go first to Adam Teicher with ESPN. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, Tim, congratulations. This is nice to see. You accomplished a lot in your playing career. Where does this rank? Being in the Chiefs Hall of Fame, where does this achievement rank?
I think it's right up there, if not number one, right there. I remember 31 years ago when I was drafted by the Kansas City Chiefs. I came here for a red coat luncheon. Got on a plane. I could count how many times I was on a plane by myself. Before that, you're on a plane with teams and you're playing, but. So I got on a plane. I landed here in Kansas City. A red coater, I can't remember who it was, picked me up at the airport, dropped me off the Adams Mark, and he said, "Okay, we'll see you tomorrow." And I was like, oh, what am I doing here? I don't know anybody here. So I walked in, and Carl Peterson brought me into this stadium, and he pointed out the names around the ring here, and said, those are some of the things and some of the guys that you want to aspire to. And from that point on, I always did. It was always a goal of mine to be on the Ring of Honor. Whether you could reach that goal or not, was part of the challenge. But just being here and being a part of that for many years was great. So just seeing guys go up, and every time you said, "Man, it'd be great if that was you," and it is today.
Let's go next to Matt Derrick. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, Grunny, congratulations. Well deserved.
Hey, thanks, Matt.
Hey, there's some of us who are old enough to remember what Arrowhead Stadium was like before you got there, because you kind of got there at the exact right time as everything was taking off. What does it kind of mean, to look back on those times and where this club has come from, and knowing that what you helped build in the 90s still resonates today?
Yeah, it's great that we were able to kind of build the foundation for the kingdom, and the kingdom has exploded and become such an awesome football team and awesome organization. And it was back then, but, we just didn't have those opportunities to win a lot of those big games. But, one of the things I think Carl and Marty were really ahead of their time, and a lot of you guys out there remember, everybody had a radio show, right? Those are the original social media. People were out in the community, and what we try to do is get the players, the fans kind of invested in the players, get to know the players, be emotionally involved with the players, and feel an ownership of the players. And that really worked out well. And through the years, through different things, radio shows and charitable works and different events, those people that came, they felt like they knew the Chiefs. They felt like they were a part of the family. And, it's changed a little bit nowadays. You can't really do a lot of those things, but that's what I think really started to catapult, people coming in to Arrowhead and being a part of this. We won a lot of football games. That helps. But, you talk about the social media and the first influencers. Well, the first influencers were, the Derek Thomases, and I was lucky enough to do it, and Neil Smith and all those guys that did radio shows were out there each week talking to the fans and having the fans come and get to know them and influencing them to become Kansas City Chief fans forever. And it worked out pretty well.
Let's go back to Adam Teicher. I think he had a follow-up. Go ahead, Adam.
Yeah, Tim. Hey, just wanted to ask you, I mean, you and Sarah have obviously living in Kansas City, you stayed. Was there a point where you and Sarah decided, hey, we're going to stay here. We're not going to go to Chicago or any other place. We're going to stay and live in Kansas City?
Well, Adam, you know as well as I do, Sarah decided. So no, but you know what? Our kids were born here. CJ was born in I better get this right, 1996, and the twins were born in 98, and then Cassie was born in 99. So we had a bunch of kids all at one time. And when my career was over, they had friends here, and they built relationships here, even though they were little kids. And most of the time, as you guys know, your friends become the friends of your kids' parents. Those become your friends. So we decided we wanted to stay here. I love Chicago. My Sarah's from right outside New York City. But Kansas City became home, and it's a great place to raise kids. But I wanted to make a difference in the city, in Kansas City. I wanted to not only represent the Kansas City Chiefs well, but also spread what I love the most, and that's football. And I've been able to do that through doing some radio and TV stuff. But more importantly than that, coaching guys and giving kids an opportunity to have success. Use football as a vehicle to maybe go on and go to college, or maybe to learn some life lessons. Football, I believe, always was a microcosm of life. You have those fourth down situations in life. You got to convert them, and you can learn that from this great game. So, Kansas City's been our home. We love it here. Made a lot of great friends, and really, this is our home now. This is what we consider home base.
We've got three more. We'll go right down the line, starting with Blair Kirchhoff. Go ahead, Blair.
Hey, Grunny, congratulations.
Hey, Blair.
Good to see you. Hey, you have been associated with the Chiefs not only in your career, but long after your career through the ambassadors. And I'm just wondering why that's been important to you to continue to be associated with the Chiefs.
The Chiefs gave me an opportunity to play the game that I loved. This is a kid's game that adults are playing, and it's entertainment, but they gave me that opportunity to do that. And when I was done, I just didn't want to say, well, I'm done, and we'll see you later. The first thing that I tried to do is to find out what I could do to help this organization off the field too. And I thought that was really important. They helped me to get on the field, and they helped me to have a great life. And I wanted to repay them back and kind of pay it back. And to me, that was really important. It really was. And just being involved with the ambassador program. Anytime you walk into a hospital, or you walk into a school, or you walk into an event, and you're wearing a Kansas City Chief jersey, and you're representing this organization. And I tell people all the time at those events, we're the old guys. These new guys, they're working on winning a Super Bowl, but they'll be here eventually when they're old like me. So we represent the Kansas City Chiefs, the old guys, where we can get out and about and be a part of the community while they're getting ready to play football games. And I think it's a great combination the Chiefs been able to put together with the ambassador group and then the current players, and let the current players concentrate on football and concentrate what they need to do, and let those older players kind of push the brand a little bit.
Next to Pete Sweeney. Go ahead, Pete.
Tim, congratulations. Well deserved. I was wondering if you could walk us through the process of how you found out and just the emotions that you might have felt once you knew that this was going to be taking place.
Well, thanks, Pete. Well, I was on vacation with my wife and got a phone call on my cell, and it was from Texas. And I didn't answer. I thought some robocall. I don't know anybody from Texas. So I didn't answer the call. And, they left a voicemail. I was like, well, that's a little different. And listen, it was Clark Hunt. When you get a chance, can you please give me a call? My first thing I was like, oh, what did I do? So I called Clark, and we had a great conversation. We talked a little bit first about football, and talked about, it was disappointing that we didn't win the Super Bowl. And I said, well, they've been in 2 Super Bowls. I was in none. So these guys, don't feel too bad for them. But then after that, Clark informed me that I was going to have the great honor of being in the Ring of Fame. And I had a little bit I was saying on stage, a little bit of Marty Schottenheimer in me at that point. Tears started welling up and it choked up a little bit. It's been really important to me to be a part of this organization. It's been really important to me to play football and represent the Kansas City Chiefs. And now my name will be up there for eternity, and when my grandkids are there, and then they look up and they can see their grandfather's name for generations. That's really important. And look up and I see a lot of the guys that to me were my idols, and to me were my best friends, and it's just great to be a part of that.
We'll go last to Nate Taylor. Go ahead, Nate.
Tim, good to see you. Congratulations, man.
Nate, thank you, buddy.
In your career, you don't want to get a lot of recognition because you're an offensive lineman. We've been through a pandemic. Similar to Pete's question, I just wonder what it was like for you to be on the stage and to hear fans cheer for you for, like you mentioned, going into the Ring of Honor to be there for eternity.
Yeah, it's great. It's been a rough year. We all know that. It's been a rough year for everybody, this country, this world. And the NFL, I thought the NFL did as good of a job as they could possibly do under the circumstances that were presented. But to see the fans out there, it's kind of weird. I don't know if you guys, it's kind of weird now to see a lot of people together. So, and then people want to shake your hand. And what do you shake hands? Do you elbow? Do you fist bump? Do you hug? Do you wear a mask? Do you not wear a mask? So those are the things we worry about now. But the one thing you never have to worry about is the Kansas City Chief fans showing up, the Kingdom representing. And they did out here. There was like 4,000 people out here. I was just floored. It's May 1st. I mean, it's a beautiful Saturday day. There's probably a lot, there's a lot of honeydews these guys could be doing out there that they're here, with the Kansas City Chiefs. So it's an honor to be a part of this organization. You're right. It's so nice to see people having a good time. And let's hope we can keep that momentum going.
Tim, congratulations again. We really appreciate you taking the time with us today.
Hey, thanks, guys, and thanks for covering this.